Okay. Mon terrain. Nope, that's pretty much the opposite of what I wanted, but at least we can run backwards here. That's the one turn we get before they start locking us down. So basically we need to keep restarting until we get a terrain set up where we only get one turn to scramble into position. Now everyone's going to be stuck here when we get locked down. And look at this. And now this is another wipe because now my front line is fighting at height disadvantage. Oh, let's play it out. Let's see how it goes. Oh. You, man! Shit, forgot he was there. Now this is all wrong, because now I need to either decide whether to commit on this front line or not. Look at this, fighting at height disadvantage. S23E54. Are you running any mods, Donkey Kong? Because I know mods often fuck up the achievements. And here the bullshit starts. And also, look at the distance. Actually, you know what? We can sit and moan till the fucking cows come home with how bullshit the shaman are. Saying there should be cooldown on their skills, it should cost them more. Maybe the way you fix it is you half the casting distance. Like you force them to come into range. 39% chance to hit. I think we can all agree that the managing of wages and stuff like that, that's the least fun part of the game. I mean, hell, I don't even play on the hardest economics difficulty. I just find the economic part of it a bit of a bummer, honestly. I enjoy the combat the most. Looks like my front line kind of has to commit now. Well, the frontline boys are going to have to fight uphill now. That's going to be fun. I mean, footwork, I have footwork on all of my archers, just not on my frontline lads. Frontline lads tend to run rotation. The backline guys run footwork. Here come the Wolf Riders. God, we've got an emergency there. I would certainly agree that you have to very, very carefully balance the management aspects. It's hard enough to balance with this amount of brothers. You have like a 30-man squad. Oof. Dog, what are you doing? 74% is really good. 6. I still attack and break. Great turn, well done. But does Indom, how about if Indom gave you immunity to being rooted? Would that be a way to get around the shaman bullshit? Exalt Pro, why don't you just run screaming at this shaman and just see what happens? 4%, that's pretty damn good. 56, I've got a shot, but it's not very good. I think I've got to secure my flanks first with these archers. The terrain here is dreadful. Hope this guy doesn't have a dagger. Feels like it's going better. As soon as I say that, I'll miss attacks. Okay, 15 to 33. But the difference of fighting at night is noticeable. The fact that the shaman are having to continually recast night vision. Every time they cast night vision, it means they're not casting that flies bullshit. Because I still can't bring my archers to bear against the shaman. I've got one 58% shot there, but I would probably need 3 warbow shots to kill that shaman. I think once I can kill these enemies giving me the flank, I can establish my archers here. Maybe try to kill here and disengage with the front line. Force them to come to me with archery advantage. I'm only fighting on the front line here as long as I need to pull my lads back. Rip that brave doggo. This is a disaster. I got 3 lads, height disadvantage and daggers. See if my archers can try snipe these dagger dudes. %. How can it be so low? A 9 disadvantage, that's why. 74, that's a deep shot. None of these dagger shots are unobstructed. Shot 9. Nexus. I think Nexus actually needs to get here, lads. Leave the archers to their own devices. Still don't have any obstructed shots. 84% quick shot, I'll take that. Before Porsche just picking the motherfuckers and executing them. Now, is the front line going to choose to get away? Well, I think let's just focus on committing up the hill. I mean, the lads, I have to just expect that the frontline lads are permanently to be immobilized. 38%, that's not worth trying. $85% and it failed. Fucking hell, that's that percentage chance to hit. 62. Probably soften up these wolf riders. Like, the arrows from the ambushes are not huge damage when you still have armor. Just super irritating. Mostly the skirmishers that are the big damage dealers with their daggers. This is fine. Whenever Nobel is one square away from someone, he can use throwing weapons to pretty much wreck them. Oh, Jesus. Oh! 79, missed. Problem there, Hawk is already combat ineffective with pierced arm and leg muscles. 8%. 278s both missed, brilliant. I think my best bet is to disarm and move away, or I can indom and just try dodge. He doesn't have quick hands, so the changing of the weapon plus the movement. Indom was probably not necessary. Yeah, that's big. Tell them, boys! The two-handed weapons is definitely the way to go. I kind of lost sight of the fact that that's what my lads are good at. They need to be doing. They're leveled for two-handed weapon use. I just got into the habit of using one-handed weapons and shields. Oh, 50% chance hit. Good luck, needed that. Let's see here. 25%. Is that even worth trying? What? Now, do the shaman have footwork? Oh god, another dagger in melee range, height advantage. At least my archers have pretty much thinned out the majority of these guys. Now I need... Oh, if I can stop using my archers to tap these guys who are endangering my frontline guys, because my frontline guys are still pretty helpless. So big. Yes, boys! Let's go, Damage Inc. I can do this. Follow Woheen. So Hawk is pretty much combat ineffective. What can he do? He's got full armor still. As long as he's in contact with lads that are fleeing, he should be fine. Yes, get... One shaman down, 2 to go. Oh, I hope the other ones are fleeing. Oh, there, that one's fleeing. How about the other overseer? Oh, awesome. They're all fleeing. The whole hilltop is fleeing. Another beauty of the two-handed weapons. You never need fearsome with a two-handed weapon. Especially with a two-handed warhammer. Not out of the woods yet. Nasty green fuckers. Now my archers actually have to run up the hill now to get into range. Yes, Onimaru. I can run at him. Come on, one shot. Oh! That's why. Look at this. A named two-handed Warhammer. It doesn't even have extra damage. I think actually the only thing this Warhammer has is the extra shield damage. It's not even that good. A 50 and 200. 58 and 200. So a little bit of extra armor ignore. 43 shield damage. That one. 26 shield. It's almost double shield damage. Look at that. A bit more armor ignore, and it's the shield damage, which is great for a hammer because I've actually had to hire a few axe lads just to deal with shields. Don't want to call it too soon, but this looks good. On the boys. We've lost a number of dogs, unsurprisingly. Right, gentlemen. Charge! Up the hill. Like, I want to catch this guy in melee range, but I also don't because he'll get daggered. I suppose that's what Indom is for. Clevergus, I have played Stone Shard actually. It looks incredibly promising. I can't wait to see what the full game looks like. I've already played through the demo a couple times. I think Monday night I can do a few Stone Shard runs. I loved Stone Shard. It looks so promising. I can't wait to see what you can do with all the skills. I've beaten the little vampire boss in the demo. An archery build, which was actually the easiest. And I did one with a great sword build and a sword and shield. Oh yeah, that's already plenty functional. I think it seems like the kind of game that would actually be great if it's got team tactics, not just, you don't just have the individual one guy, but I kind of think like they're going to go just for the one guy type of tactics, one man against the world. But the first time I beat the boss, and then you get out of that little church, and the game just opens up. I'm like, oh hell yes, it looks like an awesome game. We did it, boys. Fucking did it. Yes, Damage Inc. Ah. Third time's the charm. Third attempt. Thanks for all the advice, lads. That was very helpful. So, not unsurprisingly, we got a bunch of injuries. But everyone survived, whereas the first two attempts were squad wipes, but terrain could have been better. So, the Emperor's Countenance. A golden helmet and face mask, showing the visage of an emperor from an age-long past, imbued with mystical energies. When you hold it into the light, it almost looks as if the face were moving and making expressions of disgust. 400 armor, 20 fatigue, reflects 25% of damage taken in melee back to the attacker. Now's the time you click loot all items, that legendary helm stays there, and then you click leave. Whew. The Goblin Vanguard vanquished. You march on the city to ransack it. Tiny goblins are slain and scalped or beheaded. More yet scurry around you like ants, each carrying something above their heads like human skulls or treasures, and one sprints madly about toting a flagpole with its banner aflame, and another dances with the decapitated head of a wolf. Your men turn over huts and shanties and kick out leaners, and anything found breathing is put to an end. You know what? Not poor goblins. Fuck 'em. Green piece of shit. An ancient fortress the goblins used for a city core is set upon with a pillager's eye. Enter the halls yourself, and there find a blind goblin crawling with a wreath of human femurs hanging from its neck. Greenskin chitters and chamfers in your general direction, no doubt sensing your presence. Though a pained grimace on its face means it also senses the annihilation of its people. Gut the greenskin and leave it to die on the stone floor. Mercenaries run on ahead and into a council room full of elders and cut them all down in a murderous frenzy. It has limbs flying and fingers scattering and blood shooting up the walls and across the tables. Yes! You head outside the castle yard. Here you find a pile of dead humans. Some mutilated, others charged, one stuffed with a torch as though his ribcage were a brazier. Past the corpses, you spot the wolf rider kennels. You have wolf cages burned and their trainers thrown in the fires to die with them. One of the wolves breaks free and sprints further into the city with a cape of flame for fur. Runs from abode to abode, barking and howling for relief. You watch as the flames rapidly burn thatched huts and straw-roofed shacks. Before you yourself are consumed in the fiery carnage, you order the men back out and watch whole place burn to the ground. The savages taken care of, you take inventory of the loot. That. As you count the loot, the stranger who ordained the entire goblin slaying strategy reappears. You can't even see the color of him, for he is utterly drenched in goblin guts and gore. He's got a few scalps in hand and a pouch that has ears and noses poking out the top and blood dripping from the bottom. He nods. All is well, traveler. All is well. Get good. You ask him if he set the fire. He nods. Goblins stagger their rear guard in mazes of walls and mines. I shuttered their escapes to hem the population between two walls, closed the way out, closed the way in, set fire to everything. They perished quickly. I see you fared well. You can keep the loot. I've no use for it. Turns and walks away. You yell out to him, this outrageous warrior, and ask how much he'd want to join the company. This time he turns back. Traveler, this joke. Comedy. Delightful. Truly. But my work will not be stalled until every goblin has been destroyed. Go. Fair enough. A man's purpose is his own, but you're curious. You ask how many cities are out there. 23. Sorry. Did you ask how many there are in total? 23 I've destroyed. But still in existence there are 2, 3. I wager 4,000. Good travels, traveler. This time he departs for good. You look back at the damage ink. They are in rare agreement. I wish I hadn't heard any of that. That few her. Can you imagine 4,000 more battles like that? We did it, boys. Goblin City, done. Well done, lads. Well earned R&R. Who do we give the Emperor's countenance to? Goliath, maybe. He's super important. That'll take 4 fatigue off for him. Probably Levitsmere. See, his melee skill isn't that great though. 95, that's what I'm talking about. -6, no. 86. It's one with decent fatigue. I think it's got to be Elstier. Oh, Elstier, you scary fucker. 320 and 16. 16 and 18. That'll. E2 is already decent. 74, 15, 350. 325, 16, 307, 17. That is the acid immunity. Oh yeah, look at that armor. Fucking hell, 800 armor, that's insane. He needs to be on one of the flanks, but with this little bit of melee defense. Yeah, the lads on the flank all have underdog as well, they should. I think I'm going to keep the formation as it is, but maybe Levitsmere can wear this armor combo. But obviously it's so much more dangerous out on the flank. Yeah, 80. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, Levitsmere, enjoy. The Emperor's countenance, and I think you have to do the Black Monolith to get the Emperor's body armor. What I actually need is to have my sacrifice events happen, because we have a bunch of cultists. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cultists. I haven't had any sacrifice events in 800 days. The Veteran's Lizard Headpiece, 307 for 17, actually isn't that great. I might just leave it in reserve until we are fighting lindworms specifically. We'll give it to the new lad. That works. Whew. Hell of a battle, boys. 304 for 14. But Banana Fint has huge fatigue issues. I didn't realize that Disowned Nobles have such crap fatigue. In any case, we need to level up Alex Nesterov and replace MK2. Whew. God, I'm exhausted. Fighting all those goblins. But let's now really just start doing greenskin missions related to the war. A delivery. Please take me southeast. I don't want to go north. I want to head back to Königswasser. We'll make amazing profit there from everything we've gotten. We're just going to keep doing the southern runs for the foreseeable future, and leveling up, and continue looking for another lad, but of course coming out of money. Our daily rate exactly 600 per day. Eesh. Very quickly. It doesn't look like there's a Wolfenstein on this map, no. Man, I'm so glad for all this poison. That's going to be great. Okay, so loads of fish, please. 90, 110, 130. Nets were good. I could actually do with a fight against some spiders to get our hands on some silk. Backstabbers ambush. If you guys think I'm fighting goblins again, you must be smoking crack. Keep searching. Might be able to get hands on another. Oof, iron lungs is great, but only a 3-star brother. Nope. Buckthorn, a day to the west. Fine. Give me a nice kill marauding greenskins mission. Lindworms we can actually do, but the lads are still injured. I need these to be healed up first. I think we need another Lindworm fight. Anyway, I'll take a break there. It's knackering. I'm so glad we finally defeated the goblins. Okay, chaps, so we've done the Orc Sea of Tents has been done. We have failed to do the Barbarian Sea of Tents, but we'll try that again at some point. So we've done the Orc and the Goblin, that game. We need to think about doing the Black Monolith. But I don't know if we have the team for the Black Monolith. I think only once I've got leveled up pikemen can I do the Black Monolith. I need pikemen with war scythes. Maybe if I take Banana Fint and Cinderig in there, and one polearm user and one thrower, just with loads of throwing weapons. Yeah, you're right, Donkey. We can, like, I mean, I want to be able to do it myself against the Barbarian Sea of Tents, but holy shit. I think it's that one. No, it's not that one. Jerts of the Ancestors. Somewhere. Anyway, I need a break. I'm going to break for dinner, and then we're playing Dota this evening. And then tomorrow night, let's see, tomorrow night is Monday night. Probably more Battle Brothers, or how many Battle Brother episodes do I have recorded now? I think we might do Darkest Dungeon tomorrow night. Yeah, doing Darkest Dungeon tomorrow night. Okay, see you later, friends. Back in about an hour, hour and a half.